So let's talk about the evidence on raspberry leaf tea, how to take it and when to take it. This is worth a save if you're planning on a vaginal birth. Hi, I'm Angie and I'm at the Eco Midwife on social media, and I've been a practicing midwife for the last 10 years. Now, in my personal experience, I have taken raspberry leaf tea both times, and I've had the privilege of having 2 very rapid and quick labours once I entered the established labour phase. Now, the evidence on raspberry leaf tea is still limited. There are only about 13 studies, and the reason why pharmaceutical companies won't fund it is because it won't make them a huge amount of money. It's a herbal tea, it's a herbal remedy, or it's a herbal supplement that you can buy. However, what raspberry leaf tea does is it shortens the second stage of labour. It's been shown to lower the need for having your waters broken and also reduce the chances of an instrumental birth, probably due to the shortening of the second stage of labour. But how does it work? Well, red raspberry leaf tea contains vitamins A, C, E and potassium, so it's really good from a nutrition perspective. Basically, it helps to tone the uterus muscles, so it's giving you more bang for your buck. So instead of having maybe 3 hours of contractions, maybe you'll have half the amount of time. It's toning the uterus. Imagine it as a uterine toner. Now, there was one very, very small study that found that post-dates pregnancies were slightly lower in women who had red raspberry leaf tea from between 32 and 34 weeks. Now, it's really important. These next things of how to take it are really important to listen to. If you're going to take red raspberry leaf tea, firstly, you want to make sure that you don't have diabetes using metformin, as red raspberry leaf tea affects the absorbency of metformin within your body for the diabetes treatment. If you have a history of preterm labour, you need to avoid it. If you've been diagnosed with placenta previa, you also need to avoid the red raspberry leaf tea because you don't want to trigger or stimulate the uterus in any way that could make you go into labour and have problems with that placenta previa. And if you've had a previous caesarean, because we don't know any of the benefits of it in women with previous caesarean birth. So how to take red raspberry leaf tea? So you want to start by taking 1 cup of tea a day or 1 capsule a day and build it up slowly. Too much red raspberry leaf tea has the opposite effect on your uterus, you'll be intrigued to know. And because it's a uterine toner, what you don't want to do is suddenly drink so much of it that you actually could have an adverse reaction. You don't want to make this uterus contract too much, for example. You also want to choose really decent strength raspberry leaf tea. So you want to choose something that's got at least 30 to 40% of red raspberry leaf tea. And if you're going to buy it at the supermarket, they've got less than 10%. So it's going to do very little for you. I like HotTea Mama. They're a small business that I like to support. They're a locally based company in the UK who do great teas. And finally, it's really important that you wean off of it slowly as well, because it's a uterine toner. You want to reduce the chance of bleeding after birth, and you've obviously used this for a certain time. So treat it like a medication.